defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit. Before they know what hit them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play action, it's Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. on second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw, Purdy. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chaz Surratt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here comes third down and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Armstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move. Walker hitting the ball is out.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set. Here we go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls get through goalposts.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold down to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to Walker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running left is Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
Second and a couple.
At the 11-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Darnold wants to change it up. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Purdy. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Purdy.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And the return will stop right around the 25. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, that's halted by Cup. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Walker once more.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
We go set.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Near his goal line, here's Purdy.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy.
But he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. On his horse. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, we know so much is added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
In motion goes the tight end. Operating from the gun, Purdy.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Darnold.
taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Gain of 36 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a run with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 10. Michael Dixon,
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Purdy.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Derek Hall in there that time to get into the turf. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. One incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this is now Robinson comes up the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Second and short now following the fumble. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Purdy.
toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Extra score, Seahawks 41, 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this is caught. Jennings. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Purdy to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it.
That's good.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.